Stand up. Stand up. Come on. Because you've been sat down for a while. Do that. Sit down. There you go. Okay. I shall stand here, and then I'll rush to there every now and again. Is that right? 10 minutes? My story, inspirational. That was the thing I was told. So my story, and our story, I'm going to go through a real-life story of my experience of running a business in Wellington. The inspirational part, I just hope it is. And at the end, I'll say, was that inspirational? And just lie, please. Just go, yeah, that was good. So that's who I am. My name is Mike Riversdale. And that's where you can get to me. I put that up there for a reason. We've got 10 minutes. I will hang around. There'll be questions. But if you've got anything you would like to ask me, like how would that apply? I think I heard you say something. I didn't quite get it. That's how you can get in touch with me. Start with that one, and that one, and then try that one. So my story. When you come to go, what's your story? I thought, how on earth am I going to condense into 10 minutes my story? So I went to, I can't remember how I found it now, but you've seen that already, the what, the who, the what, the why. I thought I'd go and use that as the structure for my little piece to you guys. It's called the 5 W's. And up until about an hour ago, I thought there were 5. Until I went, I'll just go and cut and paste this and tell you what it's all about. So the 5 W's are how media journalists go and say, what is the story? And that's the questions they ask. And then I discovered it says 5 W's and 1 H. So it's 6. That's why my timing was never right. So let's crack into it. The who. That gets better. That's me. My name is, that's the one. My name is Mike Riversdale. I work in IT. I work in information. And I use the web as my basis for disseminating and using information. I have been doing that all my life, and I'll explain a little bit of how I got to where I am. Who else? That man, as I said, the web. Tim Berners-Lee. No, I have not worked with him, but fundamentally he's the guy who gave me the platform. And all of us, no matter what you do, that's the platform that we now do business on. So he's part of my who. That was the company that I started, or co-founded with a fellow Wellingtonian, Dave, called Waveadept. I don't know if everyone's heard of it. We created that company, thank you, to resell, become a Google partner and resell Google Apps. So that's what we did. So Google Apps, Gmail, if you use that, Google Docs, we take that as a package, as a partner, and we sell it to companies. The other who was everybody who's ever experienced that. The reason that we do that is we have a belief that there are too many people out there who hate computers, and it's got to be a better way. Our tagline was making IT invisible. It's a bit like the phone. Our analogy was you don't pick up the phone and say, hi, Mum, I'm talking to you on a Bell South phone that's got a G blah, blah, blah. You go, whatever. Just talk. That's how computers should be. Apple are very good at doing that. But that's the who, everybody who's ever suffered from bad computers. And also that's the who. The who about my story is my kids. When it comes down to it, everything we do in business, it's nice that we have a business and we have customers, but we do it for a reason. And the who that you have in your life, that you really are doing what you're doing, will be different. If it's those two, that'll be interesting. But that's the two, plus my wife, who is sort of over here. But that's why I do what I do. And for me, and for my family. Because I want us to be awesome as a great family, and that's why I do it. So they're the ultimate who. So who is it for you? And it's not who, as in my business partner, my customers. Who is it really for you? I'd like to echo as well, a lot of the slides you've just seen there, there's not as many for everything else, because I really believe that you cannot run a business without having a team around you, an accountant, an IP lawyer, business partner. If you try and do it on your own, good luck. I tried it to run a business on my own before Waveadept. By God, it's hard work. If nothing else, there's no one else to go, it's a tough day, eh? So you need to have other people around you. What? I just found that one. I don't know what that means. So the story is, Wave Adept was acquired by an American company called Cloudsherpas. So that's our story. We created this company that is a Google partner, and then we were very happy when we were acquired by a company called Cloudsherpas, who do exactly the same thing, but with that, and they're about that. So that's our story. That's what happened. What do you want to happen? That's the question. Yes, you want to have a business. You want to, I don't know, make your widget, sell your thing, do your bit. But what is it you really want to happen for you, for the who that you had? It'll be different for everybody. I was challenged with that at the beginning of our business. Someone said, well, what's your exit strategy? How do you know what you're going to do when you get out? And to be honest, we didn't really know, but we stumbled across one. But I, with hindsight, would have said it would have been so much better, so much less heartache, if we had an answer to that. What is it we really want to do? That's the where. Where did it happen? Interesting. Well, it happened in Wellington, obviously, and it happened in Atlanta. But it happened on the internet. It's our business. It's what we do. We sell certain parts of the internet to companies, the Google side of things. We did everything that we did about this transaction, about this acquisition, about this selling of the company, all happened online, virtually. We never met anybody. We never phoned anybody. It was all done through a computer. So it was all done via the web. That's the where it happened. And that was a bizarre one. When I came to the where, I was like, oh, where did it happen? It happened in the office. No, where? That really struck me. And I've shown that to the old business partners. And they've just gone, wow, that was really weird. That is exactly where it happened, online. Where do you want your business to take place? It's not about where is your shop going to be, necessarily. It's where in the mindset and the world is your business, your thing going to happen. I can't answer any of these questions for you, by the way. Why? Why did it happen? This is the last one. It took me ages to find this. Why did it happen? I think there's 3 reasons why it happened. We're really hard workers. Hard-working man. That's what that's about. That's a guy in Petone who's they make in number plates. Thank you, the National Library. But also, we work hard. We do work really hard, but I'm also very conscious of the fact whenever I say I work hard, I always say afterwards, not really. Because I don't lift girders, I don't make things, I don't do anything that is sort of classified or classically hard work. Recognise that some of the businesses that you do, some of the things you do, isn't actually hard work. And don't try and make it hard work. But also then recognise, it's not classically hard work, but by God, we work hard. So why did it happen? We worked really hard at making it happen. The picture of me. I'm that one, by the way. In the same jacket. That is why did it happen? We're connected. We're an extremely well-connected company. And I don't mean technically connected. Obviously we are. We're plugged in and that's what we do. We are connected with an awful lot of people, from Google to partners to customers. It's one of the things that we always say we do. We connect with people. Talk with people at all points. We're connected with our accountant. Not in a, we've got some work for you, could you do this? But connected in a, how do you think we could be better? How could we have done that different? And also, do you know we could help you with your business? Which we did. We sent our accountant a bill. He had to pay it. It was great. But it's all about being connected to people. And we were connected to the guys that finally acquired us from a very long time. For a very long time, sorry. Ooh, 0 seconds. Forgotten. Moving on. Why, whatever your business is, why your idea, why will it happen for you? What's the 3 things you're going to do that will make it happen? Why? Don't answer that with why not, by the way. Why will it happen? What would you do to make it happen? What? Why? How? That makes me chuckle because I'm from Britain and mould. How did it happen? We wore Lycra, obviously, and that was a factor in our acquisition. We were flexible. We started off with a goal of the business of what we were going to do, how we were going to get there with the goal. The goal changed. We didn't set out to be acquired. That wasn't our exit strategy. That wasn't what we did. But what we wanted to do was get rid of all those blue screens, make people happy, and have IT that they love using. Well, no, they don't. They don't even know they're using it. They just get on with their jobs. And we're flexible in how we do that. And the sale means that we can do that on a bigger and better scale. So we were flexible. Also, during the acquisition, we were flexible with our terms, and so was the other party. Can't remember. Oh, no. Focused. Very focused. The other one was, my wife has a phrase that she uses a lot, which is, when you're out in the skinny branches, it can feel really scary. Out in the skinny branches is you're on your own. You're thinking, is this going to hold me? It's where life happens, out in the skinny branches. Skinny branches. We were out in the skinny branches. I'd never sold a business before. I didn't know what I was doing. But also, did we want to sell the business? This was a very scary place for us to be. But out in the skinny branches is the phrase that we used internally to say, let's go out in the skinny branches. And if they snap, I'm sure we'll be fine. As it transpired, we were. It was okay. But it was really scary. Setting up an idea, setting up your businesses, scary stuff. But get out in the skinny branches. It's where the best fruit is. So how will you make it happen? How will you make it happen? By following all the advice that you've been given to the letter. Doing some of it and then remembering you haven't done some of it and then go back. But just try and do all the advice. When did it happen? Oh, when did it happen for us? It started for me back in 1990, I think it was 3. When I first saw the internet, or the web, sorry, not the internet, it was Volvo. Somebody at a place said, have you seen this? Oh my God, look, we're connected. And typed in volvo.com, and up came Volvo. And this was 1999, this is what Volvo looked back then. It actually looks better now than it does than it does now, to be fair. So for me, it started way back then. This whole acquisition started back in 1993. Of course, it started in 2007 when Google came out with the products that we sell. That one scares me is it only 2007? So they've been doing this since. I keep thinking, it's been around forever. It hasn't. It hasn't been around long at all, which excites and scares the willies out of me sometimes. It also started in 2009 when we incorporated our business. It took us 6 months to incorporate because we couldn't think of a name for the company. And it finished on a party that we had. We had an event that we had coming up. It was on the 30th of June. And we said, right, we want to be bought. We want this all to happen on the 30th of June this year. We started the acquisition talks about 5 weeks before that. And we said, if we have this event as WaveAdept, and we don't tell the people that we're no longer be WaveAdept at the event, that's going to be a really weird call when we say, would you like to buy... Oh, and we're not WaveAdept anymore. But why did you invite us to a party? So we said, right, we have to make that happen. So that's when it happened. So there's your 5 questions. Who is with you? The who is, I always say, you get the who correct, all the others will be a lot easier. For a start, how will you make it happen? If you have a who that you can go to and say, I don't know, how am I going to make this happen? You've got someone to ask and to bounce the ideas off. So you've heard my story. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I've years ago was in a similar situation to you guys, and I heard this guy who talked about his business and what he'd done, and I went, that's nice, you've done it, you're old and crusty. That's not me, obviously, that's not how you see me, is it? But it was very much but you've done it, you're out there. Now, I've been lucky enough to work with Julie, who's sitting right there, who is going through the process of answering those questions for her own business and her own idea at the moment, and is down that track. For some of them, she's just starting, but she's also, I've been pushing the who with her and saying, who's your team, who's your team? Know that you might be starting it, you might be you never come to the end of it, by the way. At any point, you can turn around to someone and go, I understand you're a little bit closer in the answer of these questions. Julie's there, you could ask her. 2 more. That's my who. Truly get the absolute who are you doing this for? And then life will be simple. Thank you very much.